Hi, welcome back. So you're trying to learn how to juggle 3 balls and it's just not working out quite right. You're dropping a lot and things are crashing into each other and it's just kind of a mess. Well, don't worry, because I can help you. I'm going to give you 3 important things to think about that can help your juggling pattern get a lot stronger. Those 3 things are the position of your body, the position of the props, and a thing called dwell time. Okay, so the first thing we'll talk about is body position. There's a few common mistakes that I see a lot with beginning jugglers. And one of them is trying to juggle way up here. That's not easy to do. Also, if you're juggling and your hands are way out here, you won't have very much control over the objects in that position either. Another problem is if you're juggling and your shoulders are moving around a lot with your arms, and it's like this kind of pattern, then you're just consuming way too much energy and it won't be efficient and it's hard to control the balls that way too. So what you do want to do is this: stand up with good posture, put your arms down to your sides and your hands out in front of you like this, kind of like you're holding a tray. So it looks like this, and when you throw the objects, you'll be bending just from the elbow like this, so it looks something like this. Okay, now that your body position is good, let's check the position of the props. So what you want to do if you're standing in the proper position is your hands will be going straight forward, and the throw should ideally take place a little bit to the inside of where your natural hand position would be. And the catch should take place a little bit outside of where your natural hand position is. So it should be something like this. And then your hand goes back a little bit to the inside, throws, catches a little bit to the outside again, just like that. If that's not happening, what you want to do is pay close attention to where the throws are happening and where they're being caught. If they're not coming down in the right place or going up in the right place, then you need to be aware of those things, make minor adjustments until the throws are happening perfectly every time. Go back to juggling just 1 ball if you have to, get those perfect throws, and then go back to 2 balls and 3 balls. Make sure every throw is as perfect as it can be. Okay, now that your body position is good and your throws and catches are happening in the right place, now it's time to mess around with a thing called dwell time. What is that? Well, dwell time is the amount of time that the ball is in your hand before you throw it again. So you can experiment by throwing the balls a little bit sooner or a little bit later than you have been. So when you're juggling, if you juggle with more dwell time, that means you're waiting until the very last second until you throw the next ball, like this. The problem with that is that you have less control. If you have very little time to throw when the ball gets way down here, then you might accidentally throw the ball way off out into outer space somewhere. If you try giving yourself a little bit less dwell time, then the throws will happen a little bit faster. And if it's too fast, you might get a little bit kind of frantic and crazy, and you might need to slow down by giving yourself a little bit more dwell time. So keep experimenting with that. Try a little bit more dwell time, a little bit less dwell time, and try to find a comfortable rhythm. Alright, that's it. Those are the 3 things that you can try to adjust in order to get your pattern more solid. But the most important thing I want you to think about is that anytime something goes wrong and you drop the ball, take a second to reflect and think about what just went wrong. And if you can, try to make minor adjustments to try to get it a little bit better. Try to correct whatever the problem was. If you're not stopping and thinking about what went wrong, you will just repeat the same mistakes over and over again, and your learning will go very slowly. So keep an eye on what you're doing, make little adjustments, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.